not, we are a couple miles in and we're still just going down. We had one small climb, but other than that, it's been a pretty easy morning so far, and the breeze is good. It's keeping us nice and cool, so it's pretty much a perfect day of hiking until we get to the bottom anyway, because when we get to the bottom, we'll get to a gap, and when you get to a gap, that means you got to go back up. So anyway, not much exciting going on today, just walking along. More pretty little section this morning. A little rocky, but not too bad. But if you love the forest, like, how beautiful is this? So, one of the things that we have about our group that's dynamic, that's interesting, is like we all hike at different paces. A little bit of a view there, but not much. Which is fun. And I think that's very common. But I think when you're through hiking, it makes sense to me. That's why people get split up and stuff, because it is hard, I think, for like really long distances, where I would think it would be, to stay together if you're like completely different hiking paces. I mean, there's no secret, and like we've always laughed, and we don't care, it's not a problem that Brian and I don't hike at the same pace. So yesterday was my goal. Like, I had something I wanted to accomplish, and for me, I thought I saw a snake. What is that? Okay, it's not. I saw a hole in the tree. I've got a snake in it. But I had something I wanted to accomplish, and I wanted to do it fast, as fast as I could. And I knew that he would be behind, and he was fine with that, and we were fine with that. But today, I'm trying to slow down and stay with the group more. And, you know, when you hike at different paces like that, you know, there's a lot of things that you miss out on as far as doing together. I mean, we didn't have lunch together. We had dinner together, but dinner was kind of a fiasco last night. We both added too much water to our meals. I'd forgotten that I'd cut my meal down, so I added too much water. I don't know what happened to this, but you know, you just miss out. You miss out on the views together, and there's just stuff that you miss out. And there's times that we're like, okay, that's fine. And then there's times that we're like, let's just stick together today. And so yesterday was a really tough day, and it's going to get a little bit tougher pretty quick. We're going to have some climbs, but today I'm just trying to stick with everybody and just remember to stop and smell the roses. My arm's getting tired. And enjoy. And everything's not like, I don't have to attack everything like a mission. That's just my mindset, and it's just how I do. It's just in me. It's just my DNA to just go as hard as I can. I have a hard time slowing down. Not just like on the trail. I slow down on the trail. I'm not trying to sound like I bust up these hills fast. I don't. But just in general, I'm competitive with myself, and I just want to push myself like as humanly much as I can, and I like that. Like, that's just my thing. And Mr. Bob Saget back there, he is complete opposite. So opposite attract. That's true. He doesn't care. He's not in a hurry, and that's perfectly fine too. There's not one right or one wrong, but today I'm trying to pace myself and just enjoy and slow down and just be here for the ride and be present And those are all things that I just have to remember. And so, deep thoughts for today. So we're just moseying on, and we're climbing for sure. I don't know where we are exactly. My app is not working exactly right. My far out app's messed up just a little. It's not exactly showing me where I am. I can figure it out my mileage, but it's not pinging like me exactly. So it's a little bit hard to keep up with exactly where we are. But anyway, we're off to a good day and just having fun. And I had a protein shake for breakfast. Those that I made, if you'd watched any of my videos, I'd made these protein shakes up, and I did not try one before. And Brian was like, what if you don't like it? I'm like, I won't drink it. What else? Ooh. There's a big snake skin. I'll show you that. But it was delicious. It was really, really good. So if you didn't catch my homemade recipe for that, I'll share that sometime. It's really good. All right, catch y'all later. Hello, little friend. What did I see on the trail today? Aren't you so cute? Hello. Hey. Hey. All right. I have to keep going. You let me pass? I'm sorry. I'm sorry to disturb you. Go, little rat. Hop on. There you go. So I'll take a second after seeing that cute little rabbit to shamelessly throw the leave no trace pitch, which is very true and something we need to do always. What a mushroom. So the leave no trace principle is pretty simple. When you're in the woods, the Appalachian Trail is really big on leave no trace, and it should be something implemented everywhere as far as when you're out in the woods, or really anywhere. Leave no trace. Leave the trail better than you found it. Whatever you pack in, you pack out. Don't leave anything behind. You should leave it better than when you got there. So when you camp, you should leave your camp looking better than when you got there. So it's a little, the more you know, pitch for the day. Leave no trace. Okay, we're almost to the bottom. It's To-Go-A Gap. We have went, hold on, I think 5.8 miles, and that's if I started my watch on time. I think that's right. So it has been a lot of downhill, steep downhill. There's been some uphill. If I think about it, I'll try to do a snapshot of the elevation, like the far out elevation map. But we're down almost at the bottom. We're gonna stop and get water. We're gonna have lunch and just be happy that we are off this downhill. So some people love downhill. Some people love uphill. Some people like it flat. I really like the straightaway flats myself. But to me, uphills hurt less. I mean, of course, they get your heart pumping more and the cardio. But to me, my knees feel fine. If you have bad knees or have a bad knee, I have a bad knee. The downhills are brutal. So at lunch, I'm gonna take a bunch of ibuprofen. Yes, I'm gonna mask the pain. And anyway, so we're looking forward to having lunch down here in a little bit. So anyway, we're just making it down these little makeshift steps and getting ready to eat lunch. Okay, so this is the climb up out of, I think, Stokoa Gap. Beautiful. I guess they're maybe doing some kind of reclamation through here, maybe. Yeah, Stokoa Gap. Cody Gap 5.2. That's where we're going, I believe. So we've got stopped and had a good long lunch, filled up with water, and back on trail. So this is the kind of trail that I like. It's uphill, but it's not like steep straight up. Now, not to say it's not gonna get steep and straight up, but right now, this is what I consider the celebrity trail. Look, it is nice. It's just one of those things that you just cruisy along. It levels out every now and then it gradually goes back up. It'd be nice if it stayed like this all day. Okay, so I really can't say enough good things about this part of the trail. It is so fantastic. Like I said earlier, there's some little bumps like up. We are going up a mountain, but it's kind of almost like a roller coaster. It'll bump up and down and up and down, up and down. So it's that versus just being a straight up. It's beautiful. Okay, so the fun and games are over. The climb has started. I thought it was going to be a little more roller coastery than what it is, but we do have a straight up section. But hopefully we'll get some good views. Hopefully we'll get rewarded with that. So we are going straight up. Okay, so we are probably 8 miles in today, and we're on the, still continuing up. If I can, I'll insert the little map that shows you where we are right now. Stanley! And we are at 3,500 feet, and I think we're going up to 4,000. So we've got 500 feet of elevation gain that keeps on going up. So we're almost at the top, and the top is 4,000 feet, and it's been a pretty rough climb this last little bit, but I don't know if you can see Brian out there. It started thundering. Cue the thunder. I don't love thunder. Like at home, it's fine, but at 4,000 feet, it's not really your friend, but it is what it is. So hopefully we'll get to the very top before anything starts, and maybe it'll even bypass us or something. I don't know. We'll just have to see. Hopefully they won't start lining on us. We have been, I think, around 9.3 miles today, and we are going as quickly but carefully as possible to get to the shelter before the storm. But thankfully we've done all of our climbing, I think, most of it. It was a pretty good little climb up. It was almost made like 3 little stair steps, but we have done all that now, so I think we're on the downhill. So hopefully we will make it before the rain. I didn't bring any rain gear this time. When it's so hot, it's just like sticky with it on. I did bring an umbrella, and I debated on bringing that, if I wanted to bring it or not. I keep all of my clothes, my sleeping bag, my sleeping pad in a compactor bag. Contractor, whatever. Some people call them compactor, some people call them contractor. I don't know what they are. Hold on. Switch here. And so I'm not worried about that getting wet. I just don't really want to set up camp in the rain. So, but if we have to, we will. I lied. I think there's another climb. Yeah, there's another climb. But it's all good. We'll just do the best we can. And the thunder is getting a lot closer. It's getting a lot louder. But hopefully we'll make it in time and get settled in and have dinner. But like I was saying about it's just so hot in that rain gear that to me it's just not worth it. I'd rather just get wet. Like I said, we looked at the weather before we left, which it changes nonstop, but it was calling for rain, so at the last minute I did throw in my little umbrella. But anyway, so I'll give you an update when we get to camp, or if it starts downpouring on us, I'll give you that update. Well, it started raining, but we're almost at a view, which I don't know what it's going to look like now with it raining. It came down hard, and then it's kind of been on and off. It's still raining right now, but it really feels good. So hopefully, real quick, I'm going to get a view if it's not all foggy. I'm enjoying the view. I can handle uphill all day. Downhill sucks. This is a beautiful little section here. I wasn't going to film until the view, if we get one. You can kind of see it. Nah, you probably can't. Through there just a little bit. I think we'll get a little view, but this is so beautiful. I mean, this is so pretty. This is a little reward you get. There's Mount Laurel just everywhere. It's still raining, but it's not hard. I don't even have my umbrella out. I have a little travel umbrella, like a little backpacking umbrella that I carried just because I decided against the rain gear. Oh my gosh, we're almost here. I'm just gonna keep it on for a minute. Is there no view? Little people. Oh wow. Wow. Oh, that's pretty. There may be another view, I don't know. Yeah, super slick. That might have been the only section. I bet it is because we're going back down. I think I'm gonna get my umbrella back out for a minute. Choices. Such a beautiful section though. It reminds me of when I was coming off Blood Mountain, it started raining. And Blood Mountain has a bad reputation for coming down, and I was a little bit nervous about it. It ended up being completely fine, but it rained on me the whole way off Blood Mountain. Kind of reminds me a little bit about that, a little bit of that. But what a beautiful section. Just a maze of Mount Laurel. Okay, maybe one more little view before I put everything away. I'm getting pretty wet at this point. Alright, guess that's it for now. Can you stay down for? Absolutely. I love it. Except I just don't want to sit up here. The rain and I don't want to wet to it, but I don't think there's going to be anything around that. That one moves a lot. Oh crap. These things are slick. Sounds good. Okay. Oh, we went 11. My watch has got rain on it. I can't tell if it's 0.65 or 0.85. Anyway, close to 12 miles. Oh, I just sunk down in a whole bunch of mud. I'm in like one of those big mud bogs. Oh man. But I love today. I love this weather. I love hiking with my husband. Yes. No. My favorite pastime. But the downhill coming off of, what was that, babe? Dakota. Yeah, I hated the downhill. It was awful. Really brutal on the knees. It was bad. So we're here. We have made it to Cody Gap Shelter. It's a really nice area. I'd like to push on, but they're not going to. I'd like to go on about 3 more miles, but they're going to want to be done for the night. It's just in the morning, it's going to be a really hard climb out, and I would rather get on up over the hill while we have been moving all day. But anyway, we went, I think, if this is accurate, 12.18 miles today, and it's been a good day. We've had rain and stuff, but the weather's like phenomenal. Like, there's no humidity. It's cool. It is really beautiful, but I'm like, it would be nice to go over that hill and get down it. But I agree. I mean, it is a very nice place.
We've been like counting the minutes, so I think I'll
take a load off.
Take the load off. Hey Stanley, we're here.
Cute little buddy. I've been wanting to see one all day. You're so cute. Yes, my hands are shriveled. Goodbye. Go get in there and get warm. You make my day. You're so cute. Goodbye. Get warm.
I did too.
And this is why you use a compactor bag. So my bag is soaking wet. Hold on. Like really, really wet. But I just opened this baby up. I have dry pins. And all my sleep stuff. Nice and dry. Okay, we're in our tent for the night. Trying to hang a bear bag was a nightmare because there were no trees. That was really very good. Right.
Exactly.
Look, how long did it take you? Because
Long
I didn't do
time.
it. We'll talk about that later.
A long time.
A long time. It usually does it. So, did you enjoy today more?
I did.
Today was definitely a better day. So day 2, as far as getting just out of the NOC.
I'm not gonna say I had trail legs, but I felt better throughout the day.
Yeah, much better today. Today was a lot more.
I was still on the struggle bus, but it wasn't for long.
The downhill was
bad.
Was super, super hard getting down until we got to the, was it
Stacoa Gap.
Yeah. And then after we got on there, we had like maybe 6 more miles.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that. Is that right?
I
don't know. Once we crossed the road.
It was like 8 miles, I think.
So today we did a total of around 12 miles. But after we had our lunch and then got off the downhill and then went back up, climbed back up the hill by the road to get back on trail, that second half was like so much fun. I thought, like, I really enjoyed today. Today was an awesome day. It was a lot of fun, and I got to see a lot of cool things and just take some pictures, and I don't always do that. But it was my kind of trail. Like, the weather was perfect. It did rain, but I liked it. So anyway, it's a good day overall, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, we are set up at a super nice camp spot. I don't remember the name of it, but I like it here.
Cody Gap.
Oh, it is Cody Gap. That's right, Cody Gap. It's a nice spot, so if you need a spot, it's a good one.
Do you think I got a place to hang a bear bag?
Yeah, that's the only problem. It's like no branches that are really a good branch, but anyway. All right, so that's all for here, I guess. So I'm signing out. Are you signing out?
Mm-hmm.
All right, good night.